Hey guys, Heath here, Shepherd's Forge. Um, it's Friday night, and uh, I haven't had a weekend in a long time, but I finally get a Saturday and a Sunday. And I normally don't do product reviews, but I found myself needing to do one tonight. Um, some of you may know that I sport Evader knives, Dave Irving. He's a hell of a knife maker. He's not a smith. He does stock removal. And some of you may say, well, that's not a knife maker. Well, it is. It really is. Because I've done a lot of it myself. That's how I got started. That's how I found this passion. But I recently reached out to Dave and told him, like, hey man, I'm gonna buy a knife from you, but I'm gonna do an honest to God review. And he was, if you know Dave, he's just like, all right, cool, man, that's awesome. You know, that's just Dave. That's one of the reasons I like him. Is he's very mellow, very easygoing guy, but he also turns out amazing product. This guy has worked with every kind of steel that you can make a knife from. Those of you who are knife makers should really check him out, because while he's not a blacksmith, he can lead you in the direction of how to work with very specific types of steel, and he has worked with every single kind of steel. And I'm going to show you a knife that I bought from him. Dave did not give me a discount or pay me or, you know, ask me to do a review of his knives. I follow his work, and I follow his work. You know, he's good at what he does. He's damn good. And I wouldn't back him if he wasn't. So I'm going to show you a knife that I bought from him. It was $165. I've had a few people tell me, well, that's an awful lot to spend on a knife. I don't think so. I spent $300 on a Benchmade switchblade, military grade, and it was worth every friggin' penny. I've never had a switchblade that was that durable. That switchblade is pretty much my everyday carry because it's just that reliable. So let's get into this. Packaging. I don't care. If it comes unscarred, unmarred, and in perfect condition, I don't care what it comes in. I don't give a shit. Sorry, pardon the language. But Dave, and I think for his slightly more expensive knives, I think he sends this case. It's a soft case that zips up. I mean, if I was selling a $70 knife or a $60 knife, I wouldn't send this. But I think for his slightly more expensive knives, he sends this soft case. And it is soft. And he sends a couple cards. So there's that. So a lot of people kind of emphasize on packaging. It came in this, and then it came in a box, and he packed that bad boy full of paper to make sure it didn't get shook around too much. Okay, so let's move on to the blade. Alright? We've got a Kydex sheath. He made this. We've got our holes here. This Kydex sheath is tight. It's very tight. It's a good fit. Dave knows what he's doing. So let's put that aside. Let's look at the blade. Now, Dave made this from, it's on the back of his card, AEB1 steel. That's the same steel they make razor blades from. That stuff's not easy to work with, okay? It's not easy to heat treat. It's not easy to cure. Dave is a pro. He knows his stuff. I wanted basically an all-around camp knife. I wanted something I could do everything with, okay? So this is what I got. It's got a really thick spine on it and a hollow grind down to a razor's edge. And yes, this will shave my arm. It is that sharp. It is. But what's nice about this is I took it to work and I showed everybody at work. And first of all, people didn't believe that you could do bevels like this by hand. So I showed them videos and they were like, oh, that guy's amazing. Yeah, well, he's been doing it a while, so he's good at what he does. We've got some heavy jimping on the thumb slide. And I'll tell you, everyone who has put this in their hand has been like, dude, it just fits. That is a good fit. And I agree. I have small hands. I'm a little dude. And even for me, this is a good fit. The balance is a little bit on the back heavy. But this is a really well-made knife. We've got carbon fiber scales with gray inlays in here, which are just beautiful. I mean, really. I took a really good close look at his knife edge, and I'd swear to God it was done on a machine, along with his bevels. I mean, this is a good knife. I'm not sure what kind of pins he's using. They're locking pins, but they have a star head in them. And he's got a lanyard pin, or a lanyard hole, I should say. And I guess, I mean, for $165, I'm not complaining. But I guess I would use like a stainless steel lanyard tube to put in there, just to accent it a little bit. I mean, it really doesn't do a whole lot more than just accent. Maybe it gives it a little bit more stability, but that's just something I would do. But this is a beautiful knife. This is a great camp knife. This thing, I mean, it's razor sharp. We can do a paper test. I mean, whatever. We can do that all day long. I can show you that it shaves hair off my arms. Whatever, I'm not going to do that. But I can tell you that Dave takes extreme care with every blade he does. If there is even the most minor imperfection, he won't sell it. This man has integrity. He is not about the money. He is about putting out the right kind of product for the customer. And that's one of the reasons I really like Dave. So there's that. That's my Evader knives review. And he sells knives cheaper than $165. Okay, guys? So, really, if you want to pick up a good knife that's going to last you forever, check out Davey Vader. Or Dave Irving at Evader Knives. He does a great job. And I'm hoping to do some collaborations with him in the future. But that being said, you know, have a good night and stay humble. And if you guys have any questions about Dave or what he does, let me know. And I know that he's not a smith, but you knife makers, if you need to know about any kind of steel to work with, this guy's, he's worked with all of them. I kid you not, he's worked with all of them. And his ability to bevel, to get the bevels in, are just, I mean, seriously, you guys, these are amazingly perfect. This guy really knows what he's doing. So, I mean, if nothing else, watch and learn from him. As a knife maker, as a blacksmith, you should really be accepting to other people who have drawn to a different kind of craft that is still relatively in the same as your own. So I think everybody can learn something from him. I really do. Anyway, Dave, thank you so much for this blade. I love it. This is my new camp knife. It's going to go with me everywhere. I love it. Thank you very much. And to all my new subscribers, thank you very much as well. I hope you guys are enjoying what little content I can put forth at this point, but I really do appreciate it. So, have a good night. And I'm going to take a little sip of chocolate whiskey. Say have a good night, guys. Stay humble. Bye.